So I said I wanted to do an NBA video, but NBA 2K19 is in like the midst of its career, and there's no point of doing a My Park or a My Career now when you've probably seen about 100 million versions of it. So I want to do something a little bit interesting with the twist. It's my career, but I'm throwing my own little spin on it, and I hope you enjoy. The NBA, the National Basketball Association, a fun sport where basketball players get drafted and have a chance to cement their name as one of the greats, a legend, and revolutionize the game of basketball. Sometimes, those legends form duos with each other. Sometimes, they have a chance to form a big three, a super team, as nowadays they call it. And at the end of the day, it is all for the fans.
Here is Derrick for the win! Kevin Durant!
In this league, you need charisma, and that's where our journey is starting. Today I'm going to tell you a story of two of my favorite basketball players when I was a kid, both with different journeys, but a similar play style. And here they are. Our story starts with a young man that was drafted in his own hometown of Chicago. His name is Derrick Rose. He had a lot of potential in him. Youngest MVP in 2011, and he was an explosive one. The things he can do with the ball was outstanding. His ball handling was out of this world, and his attack mode was unstoppable. His defense was on another level. Derrick Rose seemed like he had everything for him. No one can stop him except himself. And that's what happened on one day of Derrick Rose's career. As you can see in the clip, it's the 2012 playoffs with 1 minute left, and the Chicago Bulls are up by a lot. And Derrick Rose goes down with an injury. A knee injury, a torn MCL. And this would be the start of many injuries for Derrick Rose, ACL and MCL wise, and people thought it was over. Until this year. After numerous of trades for Derrick Rose after his injuries, he landed a spot on the Timberwolves, and people thought he'd just be a veteran bench player, hoping to lead the young guys to hopefully a playoff perch. But he is transformed into a whole new person. He's starting to look like the Derrick Rose of old, and people are starting to enjoy his game again. Now, don't get me wrong, Derrick Rose is a good player, but he's not the same Derrick Rose now than before. He still knows how to attack and get a little pop from the crowd, but his ankles are not good for him, and especially his knees still. But he's still a veteran, and hopefully he can still lead the young guys to a playoff spot. I'm not a Chicago Bulls fan or a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, but you gotta give credit where credit is due. Derrick Rose is still a great NBA player. He's still got a lot of slashing ability, playmaking ability, and shot creating ability. That's why he's one of my favorites. You know, he's still got a lot of fight left in him, even at his middle age. So that's why he's one of my favorite players. And in this game, he drops 50, his career high. And this is one of our players we're going to be looking at. So let's take a look at our second one. My second favorite NBA player. And I'm not just playing favorites because he's on the Phoenix Suns, or was on the Phoenix Suns. Gerald Green. I mean, do I really have to say much? Just look at this highlight play. Gerald Green is a human highlight reel, and when he's on the fast break, you better get the hell out of the way because he is going to dunk it on you. Gerald Green, he doesn't have a great start, but he's still a young player, and I just gotta respect him because, you know, Phoenix Suns. But he's just so good. So this is our second player, both with great slashing abilities, and that's where this player is being formed. Now this is a program called Synergy 2K, and this is where I'm going to form Derrick Green. As you can see, these are all his stats. In a little bit, I'm going to be showing you his stats in game, but this is what I've created Derrick Green based on. So if you want, you can pause the video, take a look at the stats, and right now, we're going to hop into 2K19. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Derrick Green. He's a youngin'. he looks like a baby. It's because he is. He's 19. All right. So here we go. I'm going to look at his vitals. Derrick Green, Shmoney. He's a shooting guard, small forward, coming out of Arizona. It doesn't matter about his birthday. Jersey 15, dunk hand either, 0 years pro, 24 peak start. Very loyal. It's the one thing about him. He's very loyal. Unless someone wants to trade him out. So that's all his stats. His appearance, body. Let's look at his attributes. Everything from Synergy 2K, I've translated on here. Everything. Stat by stat, it is all the same. I'm going through it. Defense, the exact same of what you saw. If you think I'm lying, you can go back to the video. You can check it out again. This is exactly the same stats. Durability, I made everything in 80 in case he does get injured. Because, you know, they do get injured. It's 2K, you know. Can't stop it. 92 is his potential peak. Signature, let's see. Derrick Rose, obviously. And Kobe, because Gerald Green doesn't have a release. So I did Kobe mixed with release 26, normal, everything, free throws. I gotta fix his dunk packages now that he's a dunker. I gotta have some posterizing dunks on there. Fadeaway, nothing. He's got dribbles, bro. He does have the dribble. His pregame, doesn't matter. And yeah, this is Derrick Green in the flesh. Ladies and gentlemen, it is here. It took so much for me to finally get this correct. I did a lot of editing for the roster. In fact, I actually timed it. It took me, I don't know if you can see that. It took me 55 minutes timed. I also started 10 minutes before that, so it took me about an hour. It's currently 1:38 in the morning, and I am starting this because I have the idea in my head, and I'm going to follow through. And I'm probably going to sleep on this and then continue in the morning. This is now the start of the My League Sim for Derrick Green. As you see, I have an updated 2013 roster. That is where I started playing 2K, and that is where this is all going to start. I'm going to use the current teams, and I'm just going to finish setting this up. I'm playing 8-minute quarters on Superstar. This is the biggest My League I've ever done, and I'm just gonna get right to it. There's a lot of simming, and everything's gonna be auto, so I have no control over this league whatsoever except controlling one player. As you see, I'm just gonna do it all, so you know that I'm not adjusting anything. And because we are starting in the year 2012 to 2013, I gotta load some draft classes in. I want to see if, oh, they do. I'm pretty sure they fixed everything, so we should just go right into the 2014 draft class, if I'm correct. Yes. Pretty sure this roster had everything. Andrew Wiggins, yeah, this is the draft class. Now there does look like there's some duplicates in the league, so I do have to fix that quickly before I get started. But besides from that, it looks like everything is good. Alright, and now I gotta start simming. So I'm gonna set another timer, and we're just gonna start simming, and I will probably just show all the way until I get to the proper year. So don't mind the year right now. It says 2018. This is really taking place in the year 2013. Boy, there's a lot of simming I gotta do. And timer started now, and we're going down. What's going on, guys? It's Young Rock. In the future, I'm editing this video right now. I've been editing this video. This is the longest video it has ever took me to edit, and I'm just gonna talk for the next couple of, I think it's only like 2 minutes until we get to the final part of the video. And I just wanted to talk because, you know, I said this took so long, and it really has. I recorded all the videos about a week ago, and it's took me a week to get voiceovers right, to get everything right, and I'm just going through all the simulation right now. I'm showing you from the start of the league to the end, all the MVPs, you know, the draft classes coming. I'm just making sure everything is legit. But yeah, let me just give you a brief history of my like 2K career. Like I said, I started playing 2K13. I don't even know. It was like 2K. It was 2013, obviously, when the game first dropped. That's when I started. I used to play Blacktop a lot with my friends, and you know, I never really thought I'd make 2K, you know, just 2K videos in general. And I know I'm gonna mess up. I really don't care if I just slur around or just like mess around in this. You know, it's supposed to be a really chill thing. And you know, I started, you know, just playing Blacktop, did my career. You know, I do my career every year. But, you know, 2K as a franchise, it's really progressed into, you know, like something you can really do a storytelling to. And, you know, 2K career it's very hit or miss. You know, some years it's really good, some years it's pretty crappy. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty crappy. But one thing I've always found pretty interesting is making a player yourself and then putting them into my league. And, you know, you can create your own story to it. And that's one thing I've just seen a lot of people do. I've seen a lot of people make stories, but I don't know, they just never finish it, or they just commit and then just fall off. And I'm just hoping I don't do that. I'm really enjoying, you know, the whole storytelling, and I got a lot more to go. I have so many ideas for this character. It just takes a lot out of me, and hopefully you guys like it. That's my main goal. If you guys like it, I really do appreciate the like. I really do appreciate a comment telling me what I can do more or less. And 2K18 doesn't have its own draft class, so I had to find one myself. But yeah, guys, I really do appreciate all the love and support that, you know, you're going to give this video or share it out or whatever. So yeah, this is about the end of the simulation, and I'll catch you all later. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 36 minutes later. 36. Now 36 minutes later, we are finally done with all the simulations that we had to do. We're just going to do this final one, and we get to load in the Derrick Green draft class. Well, then we got one more simulation because we got to get to the postseason of that. But for the most part, we are good. And that's going to be the most in-depth look at Derrick Green's collegial year. So that's going to do it. I don't know how long this took. I probably split it up to multiple parts. I don't even know. I'm just recording what I can and going the hell to bed. So I hope you enjoyed my little commentary for the simulation, and we're going to finally see who is the final... the Magic one. The Magic one, 2018, go Orlando. And Kyrie is on Orlando. I have not looked at the rosters whatsoever. So actually, I'm going to take a quick look right before Derrick Green enters the league. And that will be all next video. We get to see what he's going into and everything. But I do want to see what players retired. Okay, typical people that I thought did. Okay. Alright, not that important actually. Okay. That is it. Thank you all for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Now, the start of Derrick Green. Drop a like, dislike, share the video out, drop a sub, and I will see you all next video. So this is Young Rock, signing off.